good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, please like and subscribe. Yeah. That good. Yeah. Ha ha.
Good morning. You see a billboard way in the background there? Just made that. Also, got one right here behind us. Why does that change every time? That's supposed to say fear some rhino. Fear some rhino. But for some reason, no matter how many times I save and quit, there we go. Fearsome Rhino, Kiram Gaming are our two public donators so far for our Extra Life charity run. And on the back of the billboard, well, can't really use the QR code with the light in the way. Once we're in tractors, you can see it. So I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're plowing. Which tractor do you take? Are you taking, Jess? The red one or the green one? Are you not joining?
Yeah,
Eventually. Okay, I'll have to get a tractor out of the way then. Which tractor are we running? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The Super M or the Model A? I think I'll run the Model A. We'll just go park this one on the side. All right. Oh, you wanted to test my chat? I think it'll be just about perfect. Lower the plow. Let's create some fields. So I'm just doing two small, narrow, long fields for beets and potatoes. The rest we'll plow and plant grass on. $9 a.m. is too early? Noon is too early too. Oh boy. We're just plowing both fields at the same time. think I can probably run that tire on the grass. Get it all plowed. Only a couple more passes and we can start seeding here. I guess technically we can start seeding already. In fact, maybe because Jess has all the leg, we should set up the farm all to start seeding. Hey Michael, how's it going? $14 Fahrenheit feels like 2 Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? 14 Fahrenheit. Minus. I'm not in a Discord, okay. Which one do you want me to be in? Is that better?
I never know if you can hear me or not hear me on this end.
Like whisper. Whisper quiet.
Well, do what I had to do last time.
There we no, that worked. Right there, good now.
Now my game is messed up.
You're good. All right, my feel is minus 10. Feels like minus 16. You know it's only minus 13 here. Air temperature. You guys are almost as cold as we are. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. Let's jump in here. Set this up for Jess. This tractor needs fuel too. We gotta set that up too. Where do we need to place a fuel tank? Help if I line that up and not smash into everything. Alright, a fuel station would go well back here somewhere, I think. Fuel station. Container. Here we go. Alright, fueled up. Now we need seed. We do not have any seed, so let's just park here. Now, in theory, this van can carry a pallet of seed. Open the door, slide in pallet. Let's find out. Mile Girl's pink van.
Right, so whatever this is, I don't have it.
I don't know what that is.
Me either.
You can't download it?
No. Like, the only two mods I added were the charity one, so I'm really confused about this.
I didn't. Maybe it got updated? Let's take a look.
And that's that plow.
Which plow?
I don't know. A plow.
A plow. Hey, Dennis. Ah, yes. That one I did not update, but you probably did.
It's a long list to go through to find the runs in red. I don't know if there's more.
I'm updating. Back. I'll quit, restart the game. Okay, should work this time. You can what? You're not coming across on Discord. Okay. You're fact checking Michael right now? You already did, so Michael's not ball capping. Hey, the less time Michael's ball capping and actually tells us the truth, the more likely he'll earn himself some perks. Might get that wrench someday. We are cold, Dennis. We are cold. So cold. Oh wait, Michael is really cold. Michael is colder than we are. Actually, it's warmer today than yesterday. Quite a bit warmer. But today's overcast. Yesterday was beautiful blue skies. Today is overcast. Alright, we're back in.
I'll actually go as far as saying, Michael, you say it feels like minus 16 Celsius, but this is, it feels like minus 18.
What does it feel for us?
Minus 21 Celsius.
Oh yeah, so we're only a little bit colder, feels like, than you
Our
are.
actual temperature is minus 16 Celsius.
Hmm.
Don't worry. On Thursday, we hit 0.
That warm? Celsius,
don't
0
worry.
Celsius?
You have like 25, 30 centimeters of snow before that.
Yeah.
There's a crap
Don't
ton
worry,
of snow
she
coming in
says.
as it warms up.
Don't worry, and then she gives you bad news.
Yeah.
What exactly is this? All power
And as it
line.
warms up, it goes from snow to rain. That should hit on the weekend.
Can't interact with it. Whoops. I can turn it on and off. I don't know what I'm turning on and off.
Something to do with electricity, that's all I know.
Yeah. Don't quite understand what that is. Alright. We need to buy... Why is this cheaper for more seed? I'm not a fan of that mod. I think we're going to ignore that mod. We'll see why that mod is here. We're going to write that down as something to look into. Do we need that mod for something else? Lizard 1313 and bodies. Not sure what the bodies are for.
I can't figure it out. Okay. You know what I need?
I don't know what you need.
I need some tea. Or hot chocolate. I need something.
I think I'm going to buy this. Just one.
Well, this does this thing. I'm gonna go warm up some water.
Let's see if we can load this. Thought it was supposed to be auto load for stuff like this. Is there another option? Okay. Apparently I can open and close the door. Synchronization takes a while, so while we're waiting for that, let's play one of these.
Hi, my name is Ashley. I'm 16 and I'm a junior in high school. I've been playing the cello for 11 years. I'm in the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. Music helps me express what I'm feeling, and I can put emotions that I'm feeling into the music, which is really helpful. And I think finding an outlet for your emotions is important, and for me it happens to be music. So what I've realized over time is that I can't really heal like my physical self if I'm not like mentally in that space to heal. So I think emotionally and mentally you have to take care of yourself before you're able to get better physically. And also I've seen that like my emotions and how I'm feeling also directly impact like my physical well-being. I think it's just really important to advocate for that and to get more attention there because it's super important. Children's Miracle Network funds can help kids like me and help them get the care that they really need.
No. Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Yeah. Muting myself and then talking doesn't help. So the coldest it got last night. Jess is on it. It's actually not that bad. That's why it feels warmer in here today. Yeah, we were a lot colder during the day yesterday. All right, how does this thing work? Oh, that's easy. That's really easy. Okay. It just hooks on like another more equipment. I like the way they... Oh, look where I'm driving, buddy. Look where I'm driving. Okay, so I guess this is how we're going to bring seed to our farm for now. To buy a bag, bring the bag to the farm. What's minus 50 Fahrenheit in Celsius? Minus 45? Yeah. Yeah, the prairies get that extreme wind chill, extreme cold.
It's that snowstorms I'm looking at to see where our loads go. Gotta keep my eye on the passes. Okay, now that I made tea, I can play for a few minutes while
Okay,
I'm down.
follow this tractor.
Whoa.
Okay, never mind. She just disappeared.
That'd be easier to tap to
I said follow this tractor.
I don't want to follow. That is entertaining.
Alright, so let's drop the seeds.
It's raining in the forecast.
Oh. In game? No, I don't want rain in game. Okay, lower. Drop. Drop that. This hopefully worked. Run you over.
Don't run me over.
Fill. Fill? There we go. Yep, that worked. Okay, you can start seeding potatoes. Pick one of the two fields.
Are they the same size of field? Yeah.
Close to, yeah. Close to the same size. Can I ride passenger on that thing? Is there a passenger seat? No. No passenger riding allowed on that. I'll go for a jog.
That's a pretty nice temperature right about now, Michael. This one doesn't have a arm thing to help you know where you're seated and not seated.
No. It does not. See how much seed it uses as you go along. Are you going to have to run to that bag of seeds over and over and over?
Yeah, I'll do one row and then we have ideal. Well, I'm aware of that, Michael. We have family, remember, in Belize that don't get winters.
Because you could grab that bag of seeds and plop it along the side of the field. That would...
So close to the yard, though. I don't know, we'll see. Couldn't you, in theory, save some of the potatoes next time? Have your own seed.
Yes, we should do that. Yep, only buy potatoes the first time.
So we should kind of keep track of how much it uses roughly. Right?
Yeah, we can just see how much is left in the bag or how many bags we used.
Yeah. Yeah, one row is 50%. I can only do 2 rows without refilling.
I'll bring the bag here. Well, why don't you refill once? I'll finish plowing this section, and then I'll bring the bag here.
Pretty nice texture for potatoes in this rows.
Yeah, I like it. Well, you're probably gonna need the seeds sooner than later, so I'll go get the seeds. The potato seeds.
No, I'm missing spots to figure out if I don't go back or just continue.
Try not to miss spots. If you miss spots, just keep going. Until we have
GPS is doing
GPS.
its own thing, even if I line it up, it's...
Until we have GPS, that's just going to be a thing.
Oh, the lag, dude. That was on top of a tractor there.
Oh, yeah, we're going to need a lot more seed. Because that was 20% of this bag.
Yeah, you're gonna need quite a bit more. I'll say at least 3 more bags of that for one field. Potato.
Let's buy more then.
Well, then I should wait for Zero to like me out.
More has been purchased. I'll go bring another bag down here right now. This is good tea.
Might need a little bit more honey to do that.
Oh, that's such good tea. Thanks. So that combi van is really no use to us other than we have a pink van thanks to my little girl wanting a pink van.
Yeah, it doesn't carry anything. I think it does.
If we had a forklift, we could forklift a pallet into the van. You lumberjack it in too, but I'm trying to avoid stuff like that. I want to actually have the equipment to load stuff. Whenever possible. Wonder where Michael's gone. Just quiet or gone?
Oh, God.
Man, chat's really quiet this early on a Sunday morning. Everybody's sleeping in because it's so cold. They want to stay under their blankets.
I agree with that statement.
Ah, you just went for lunch? I guess that makes sense. What?
There's a pickup truck I think is really old, but it's probably not that old.
I don't know, is that colder or warmer than it was? Bring this bag of seed, then we'll get back to plowing.
This one's 1958. Okay, so we have a little yeah.
8 years before we can get that pickup.
Yeah, but I really like it.
Yeah, that'd be nice in here. It's an old Ford F100.
That has kind of been like the one I put in my other game, just because I like how pretty.
If Marlo's around, it'll be a pink Ford F100.
Yeah, I like the yellow. The yellow and the wooden should show. I was gonna get up and put more tea, or honey in the tea. Do that. So you see I missed it there.
Yeah, it's okay. You can run back over it if you want.
I think afterwards, but it's easier just to do what I have in mind right now.
Woohoo! A little light on the front wheels there. Be nice if they had differential braking. Oh, that'd be cool, having differential braking. Use the clutch pedal for the left braking and the brake for the right brake. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be a fan of that. Okay, back to plowing. High of 25. That seems nice and warm, right? I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Somehow I knew that was going to be ready to quit conversation.
I'm sorry, none of that came through.
I just want to, you know.
The fact that the microphone's like 3 feet away from you doesn't help.
I want to be able to drink my tea.
You can drink your tea. But what did you say? How warm does 25 feel in Celsius?
No, I said I knew you're not asked that.
Oh, you knew you... I was going to see. I had no idea what you said. -3 Celsius. Okay, that's still cold. What the... Don't know what that was about. What is going on? Not sure what that was. Freeze a pool? Hey Coyote, how's it going? How cold does it have to get to freeze a pool? Technically, 0 Celsius could start freezing a pool, but that's a lot of water. If it's windy, it'd have to get fairly cold. But I'd say -5 and the pool is in serious danger of freezing if there's no air movement. I would say that if you have pools in Texas that are still full right now, outside in no wind, there's a high chance that they've got at least ice over the top of it. To freeze all the way to the bottom would have to be very cold. It'll just be the top layer that freezes. But you might have some pools with a centimeter or 2 of ice on it. Probably nothing safe to walk on top of.
I know certain states, James, I don't know about Texas, but Florida, you don't use chemicals. Because the way they drain them afterwards, it just goes back to drinking water or whatever. So you don't even use chemicals down there. You get a major discount in hot places too. The cost of water to fill a pool.
You get a discount to fill a pool?
Yep.
Why would you get a discount to fill a pool?
I think along the lines of knowing you need it to survive when it's so hot. I don't know.
What is going on here?
I don't know, but the more you do that, the more it stresses me out that I have to figure out what's going on with your computer.
Must be some kind of lag issue going on.
Don't tell me about it.
Yeah, some nice potato rows there. Okay, Michael says they use chlorine in their pools. Okay, so the glitching part happens when both tires of the tractor end up dropping into the plow furrow. So it is a programming thing. And the height of the tractor versus the plow and stuff like that. That's why I've only experienced it now. In the center where we're almost done plowing. Were you just getting pieces that were missed?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Look into my world of lag.
Oh, oh.
All I did is turn left and it goes poof. The joys of lag. I can't when you're close to me. I have to stay here until you're done.
Oh, we are done. I'll go run get another bag of seeds before attempting to turn this into a field.
Are you gonna redo all that as grass? Or,
Uh-huh.
have fun?
Yeah.
This lag makes it so hard to play this map. I have to figure it out.
Is the stream lagging as well, or is it fine? To me, it looks like the stream is lagging really badly. But OBS says everything's in the green, so I don't know. you're getting it on your phone doing very fine here. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. What do you think of my new background? Or my overlay? I made that myself.
I like it. It's really nice.
The chat is on its side in the blue now. Completely. You guys get to see my full screen without chat on top of it. And I got the little controllers with wings on the bottom coming up and into the screen. I thought I liked it. I kind of copied what they had and made my own version.
That's kind of what I did with the billboards.
I figure the chat might be easier to read this way. It's like, if we want to do a charity banner outline, let's make it so it works with our chat. Yeah, Michael, water pumps in the pool keep water moving, and that would keep water from freezing. Yes. Yep, very good point. Keep the water pumping. If you're not pumping your water in your pools, you might be in trouble. Looks like Michael and Coyote both like my new overlay. Took some time to get all the controllers and dice in there.
No, you're on your own for deciphering that one.
Yeah, I'm like, Texas translation, please.
Nope, you're on your own.
Really should transport bags with your tractor. I think your tractor is a little heavier than mine. North Face, the clothing site for cold winter gear? Maybe. It's cold, so it might be relevant. I don't know. I don't understand this Texan comment. What? That still doesn't make any sense. How does that have anything to face north?
No, ignore that one.
We're moving on? We're just pretending that never happened?
Yep.
Okay. First off, never replace your wipers. Never. Replace the wiper insert from the dealership and save yourself so much money.
Yeah, that's very gimmicky for what he was gonna charge you. I heard a bit bing.
You heard of a bing?
Yep.
I did not.
That's because you're in streaming mode.
That's true. I have Discord muted for any notifications.
I also do not hear bings when I am streaming. Yeah, definitely say so. Some wipers you can't just replace the inserts, but yeah, if you can get wipers that you can just replace the inserts, it's so much cheaper.
But most OEM dealer wipers, you can replace the insert. Right?
Many, yes, many. Yeah, it is way cheaper.
I know with Toyota, for sure, 100%. Wait for all these sirens to go by. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but...
Yeah.
I know with Toyota for sure, I only just replaced the insert. Inserts are cheap compared to...
Yeah.
But you also spend like 10 minutes sometimes explaining that's just what you want.
No, not really. I think they...
At the dealership, they definitely should know to just replace the inserts. Because when I worked at the Honda dealer, we only replaced the inserts unless we needed to.
One time I had to replace the wipers in the US somewhere and I couldn't get to a dealership, so I just bought wipers but then kept the old ones.
Yeah.
So that...
But it's time to replace them another time.
Yeah.
Just get the inserts.
Okay, well that's...
More sirens.
Yeah, definitely more sirens. Yeah, that's the mobile doctor. Oh, so you asked for oil change and they wanted to replace your wipers. Yeah, upselling. That's don't blame him. He's probably forced to do it if he's in some kind of chain. If you're at like a quickie lube or something. It's part of his job requirements to ask that. Alright, how straight do you think I can drive?
So with this mod you've got, or with the map you're currently doing, do
Yes.
you get GPS at some point?
We have GPS right now. I could add it right now.
Okay, so you're just refusing
We're
to add
just
it until you
not
get
doing
a
it
tractor that
because-
could realistically come with it.
Yes.
Cool, I like it.
It's like we could get GPS right now. We could also do precision farming with field information for fertilizing and all that stuff. But we're choosing to hold off on that until we have modern tractors that... I don't know, when would farmers have started testing their soils? Probably before GPS.
Yeah, that would definitely happen before GPS.
Probably the classic era of tractors. I'm not driving as straight as I was hoping. So yeah, this is 1950. Is that too much space leaving in between two fields? I think so. Especially since the other road is just down there.
Are you gonna put a road there or not?
I don't know. Should we put a road there or not? It's a good question.
I would leave like, that road, but then leave the rest. think it looks nicer that way.
You-
Put a road if you don't, it's a good
You-
separation.
Why? Alright. If you want to be that way, let's try it from the other end. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. Let's run on top of that furrow. See if that's a nice straight line or not. It seems with this plow and this tractor, the right side tire, or the left side tire has to be on top of the grass, or else it doesn't plow properly. So just like that, just leave a big open. What do you think, James? Make that narrower? Will we put a
Mean
road
the
in
gap
there?
between the fields?
Yeah,
No, I think you're good right there as is.
and just make it like a grass
I
road,
like it.
right?
Yeah.
It's so hard to drive straight roads with lag.
Yeah. I have a hard time driving straight loads without their leg. Alright. See, I guess I can just aim for kind of a spot and then I can just correct it again on the next pass. Because once you have plowed road down, then it's easy, because you can just follow the furrows.
Has the texture changed for potatoes because of the precision or premium expansion?
I'm sorry. Something about has the potatoes changed because of premium expansion.
The texture.
The texture of the potatoes. I don't know. Don't think so. Do they feel different?
I don't know. I don't plant potatoes that often. I don't know.
That's not exactly what I wanted, but sure, we'll go for with that for now. You just had a snow notification on your phone? Well, Alberta all got a notification yesterday to turn all their lights off if they didn't need it, and turn off space heaters if they didn't need it, because they were going to have rolling blackouts or brownouts. I guess blackouts. I don't know if that actually happened. Did Alberta have rolling blackouts, or did the warning, was the warning
I don't know.
enough?
Yeah, Michael's wondering how many people they get with like their upsell of wiper blades, and it's like,
Everybody?
no, I mean, to some extent, the upsell of wiper blades, like, you probably do need new wiper blades. We have a habit of not replacing wiper blades as often as we should. Because if you're driving out in the rain and it streaks at all, replace your damn wiper blades.
Yeah, so I actually just barely replaced mine on the big rig. But as soon as I replace them, next time I go through a shop, I just ask for 2 new wiper blades and throw them in the back of the bunk. And I'm like, today I'm driving down the road in a snowstorm and I can't see the road because the wipers are streaking. Alright, just pull over and we're good to go again. Always have backup wiper blades with me because they're cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to being to see the road, they're cheap. I'd rather replace a wiper and see the road.
Yeah, the area where how many people do the shops get with scammy stuff? There's a lot of people who will get things like power steering fluid flushes on a vehicle where the manufacturer never recommends to replace the power steering fluid. Or the mechanics will say, "Oh, you need new brakes," and
or radiator flush.
Pull out your brakes and you check it. You've got half of your brakes left. Or yeah, like a coolant flush can be a good thing to do.
Once in a while.
You shouldn't need to do this frequently.
Yeah, you don't need to do that all the time.
Like replacing your coolant needs to happen every let's say at least every 8 years. A coolant flush needs to happen even less than that. Good morning, Karen. Surprised none of the other Jays are going to welcome.
I'm muted.
What were you saying?
Lately, the shops always try to get me on the wheel alignment.
Yeah, they're trying to get us on the wheel alignment. It's like, you know, I will come and get a wheel alignment when I see irregular wear on my tires.
If you see irregular wear, or if your vehicle pulls, my tires are wearing nicely. However, the vehicle's got a bit of a pull to the left. When I get them to put the summer tires on, I'm going to get them to do a wheel alignment this year.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that in my shop.
You guys don't have that equipment?
No, we don't have a wheel alignment rack.
You could do wheel alignment the hard way, but it's not going to be as good.
How about no?
Juan volunteered
It's
himself.
so much work.
No, I'm not.
So much work.
No, it is a lot of work to do it the old-fashioned way. You need a very flat surface, a lot of measuring. Hey, Kieran, when can you scan that barcode in the background? The QR code. How close do I have to get before till that QR code works?
I would pick up my phone if I wasn't trying to plant potatoes in a straight line.
It helps if I don't block it with.
Yeah, your weather thing is gonna block it.
Am I at 1080p? It should be at 1080p. But I feel like, yeah, quality 1080p. No, so on my screen, I still can't scan it.
Yeah, that's what I was worried. I'm like
Oh.
playing
It's now trying. It knows it's a
QR code.
QR code, but it's just a little too blurry.
How about you pick up your phone one and you try it?
No, it's different scanning my own screen
Okay.
than YouTube. It's the
Yeah.
YouTube processing.
Because yeah, it's getting compressed and then decompressed.
Yeah.
So it might be 1080p, but it's not going to be a perfect 1080p reproduction of what you have on your screen.
Yeah. So that might not work.
Yeah, no, it's even at full screen and 1080p. It's like
Kieran said he got his to work, but
Oh.
it's going to be very tricky if it's going to work or not work, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be just like it works on my screen, yeah, but we're not processing it through YouTube. You understand now? Okay. It's the YouTube compression. Oh, you scanned it from your TV. Ah, bigger screen might be helpful. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we did say
Yeah,
that
that's- I am on
50%
a-
of people watching were watching on TV on my main channel, so so it might be scannable by people on TV. It might be the people's monitor size and all that too. So basically, James, your monitor has been measured and found short.
I agree. I think I need new monitors. I think I need new, at least 32-inch monitors. 24 is just too small.
I just bought a new 24-inch, just for so I could have chat and everything up. I bought a cheap Asus 24-inch. Cheap as in like $150 instead of $800. Because I was looking at some beautiful like $800 monitors where you can rotate them vertically. I wanted a monitor I could rotate vertically. At the right spot? Okay, follow that. Follow that furrow and furrow. What are they called? Furrow? Furrow. Follow that furrow and it'll have a nice straight line. I wanted to play American Truck Sim, but for the other channel, but people are saying when I play American Truck Sim, I don't have time to chat. Should I try playing Farming Sim on the trucking channel?
Their problem was that you're paying attention more to the game than
Yeah.
to the chat.
And in Farming Sim, I can pay attention to the chat.
Yeah, but-
In Truck Sim, I can't. You just can't watch chat.
You just need to take more breaks in Farming Sim. You need to take your break checks. Read through the chat.
Well, in Farming Sim, I can read chat. It's the
I
American
don't
Truck
think
Sim I
you
can't.
should bring Farming Sim back to the trucking channel.
But that would resolve the issue people have.
But I don't think that's what you should do.
So YouTube actually downgrades their quality on purpose because it turns out data is expensive And if they can downgrade everybody watching to a lower quality picture without people noticing, it saves them millions of dollars. That's why you should always click the gear and see if you're watching at the best quality you can watch.
Well, and that was definitely, I had to open that to select 1080 in order to get it to 1080, because by default it is at 720.
Yeah.
Which is honestly fine, because I'm watching it in like a portion of a window. It's not even the full screen, so I'm not going to get 1080 out of it even.
Trying to draw a straight line is not working, but is working. Is and is not working. Oh, I forgot where I was. Shoot. I better just not go further out. All right. And on a TV, it's a little harder to change your settings, isn't it? I don't know. I've never watched YouTube on a TV. I'm betting most people watch YouTube at a lower quality without knowing that they can watch a higher quality. If you're watching on a big screen TV, watching some beautiful nature, waterfalls and stuff, I'd want to be watching at 4K. So you have to use your remote to set the... Got it. Makes sense. I feel it's a lot warmer today than yesterday in our place.
Well, today is much warmer than the last 2 days have been.
Yeah, it's overcast, right? So it keeps the heat down in the valley a little more.
I'm just happy it's back to nothing colder than -10 after today.
See all the snow in the forecast?
Yep.
More chaining up. Yippee.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a messy winter from here on out.
Yeah, but we got, what, a month and a half left of winter? Maybe a month?
Yep.
So it's still going to be we're going to complain about it now, but it's short. It's going to be a short winter.
Yeah, we have baseboard too. We have space heaters, and our computers are like heaters.
Yep, the computers themselves are good heaters. And in the winter, I don't complain about the heat these computers create. In the summer, that's a different story. All right. Which furrow should I drive on? Maybe on top of that one?
We know someone that used to live here that would turn on their oven to heat up the apartment. And open the door.
Open the oven door to heat up the apartment.
Yeah.
I don't recall that story.
Hmm?
I don't recall that story, but yeah,
Yeah.
that
Good choice.
that's one way of doing it. Once again, name dropping, just outing people. Never give Jess your real name. She will out you on the internet so fast.
Okay, is that like people know who Joyce is? Okay, chill. I don't even think James knows.
Sorry, what now?
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't paying attention.
Let's keep it that way.
I've killed most of my plants.
Jess loves plants,
I love
but
plants.
we're on the highway all the time.
I decided to replant my plant and then it died on me. So that's why we just stick with Lego flowers and we'll be good.
Yeah, and they're really pretty Lego flowers too. We could go to Pick a Brick and actually make different colors of those flowers. Just order that same piece in a different color. You could have colors that nobody else has on their Lego vase. No GPS, but my fields are still going to be nice and square.
Coyote. I can't have ones that bloom because of my allergies. So like I can't have like tulips or roses or I can have plants but not blooming flowers.
Alright, how's Jess doing on bags of seed? She still has 2. Are you picking from both of them or just one?
No, just the one.
Okay, so we're still good there. We'll continue plowing. And this we're just going to seed with grass. I know, we're plowing grass to seed grass. But you know that happens in real life all the time. The old grass gets too many weeds and stuff in it, so you plow it and reseed it with nice fresh grass.
Or you may just want a different species of grass.
Yeah,
The natural grass growing there may not actually be the best grass
I would love it when
for whatever you need.
if you could mix 40% alfalfa, 60% grass, seed that into the field like that, and have that as a separate crop. Because a lot of farmers do that in real life. Some are 30% alfalfa and 70% grass. I know this because when I transport bales, sometimes it says what percentage of that bale is alfalfa and what percentage it's grass. My initial brain just goes, how does a farmer mix the two things together? And then I go, oh wait, he just plants them together. That's how that works.
So what are we planting in the other field?
Potatoes. No, you're planting potatoes now. Beets.
Yeah. Beets?
Beets.
Oh boy.
Potatoes and beets. Right now we don't have the ability to harvest grains. So our only crops we're running right now is potatoes, beets, grass, and hay. I wish there was some old combine in here that we could add that was like a tow behind combine for grains, but I have not seen a mod for that.
I'm tempted to look.
Yeah, if there is one of those, I would be a fan of. I'll take a quick look right now. Let's see. Let's just pick some random mod site. That's not Mod Hub. Where's their search button? Ah, search.
I think you're doing it the hard way, but I'll let you search for a bit.
Alright, here's a old tow behind combine. I think probably needs more horsepower than we have. What year would this have come out? Yeah, that's definitely an option right there. I'm not sure if I like this website. Combine searching here doesn't help me any for some reason. Trail combines date back to the 1880s. Thank you. Here we go, something like this. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to add something like this, old combine like this to the map.
Oh, horse-drawn.
Horse-drawn then. Okay, yeah, see, so combine should definitely be an option. We'll download something like this. And so we don't have to plant everything grass then. We'll figure. I guess we should figure that out before planting, just in case.
So I was gonna finish this, and I was gonna look for.
Just in case the through time mod doesn't allow it to show up. Yeah.
Is there a way to make it show up? You have to edit.
Let's work on that.
I think that field planted all the way.
Yeah, through Mod Hub you can get the sickle and then walk around and do it by hand. But this is a fairly big field. I don't want to.
My question is, after you do that, how do you pick it up off the ground?
How do you pick it off the ground after you do the sickle? I don't know.
Because if you don't have some that dates at that time to show up for you to go gather it.
Yeah, I don't know.
$100 donation to
To sickle. Wow.
Hey, Karen, that's one for your page.
Yeah. You volunteered yourself on that one.
Are you ever starting to be like a map with the smallest fields? That's the map we're playing that day.
Potato planting is done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a moment to do my Googling.
Yeah, if you figure that out. I am more happy to start or quit and restart the game and buy the combine and test it out. That'd be a very long stream. Well, when you do your 24-hour stream,
Oh, what did I read? Somebody suggested doing it from midnight to midnight.
midnight to midnight.
Because then you sleep from like 6 p.m. to midnight, start your stream. And then when it's done at the next midnight, then you just sleep till 8 a.m. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So midnight to midnight is what a lot of them suggest. I'm just looking at Reddit stuff. It's hard to know what year some of these are, right?
What year some of the combines came out in? Yeah.
Right, that's the thing.
Sure. Whatever you say. It's cold here will just be a saying just to say to Michael every time. Just it's like, it's not cold in Texas compared to us.
Our window was frozen shut on our pickup.
Yeah.
We haven't tried our balcony door yet. It's probably frozen shut as well.
Yep.
Our lock to our front door is even seizing
Yeah.
up.
Nothing wants to work. Landing gear on my trailer didn't want to work. Nothing wants to work when it's this cold outside.
I found something for you, but I don't know if it's on mod.
No, that's
Let me try to find
interesting.
it. Nope. It shows a different one.
Like that one's pretty neat for corn harvesting. I like that for corn.
Like, trying to show you that.
No, I'm not into that one. I was into the other one.
No. Find what I'm trying to show you.
You're thinking too old. You're thinking the
No, I'm just clicking on links that
Okay.
people suggest.
because I'd be starting even earlier. That'd be in the 1800s or maybe early 1900s. having threshing machines and stuff like that, which is cool.
Well, I'm just he did some love taps to the door to get the window to go down.
Violence.
Yep. What's that old? Too old for you?
I can't quite see. Yeah, it's a threshing machine, which is really cool, but I don't know how that would work. Did you see what I shared?
No.
Or showed? Hold up. Okay, get that. I don't know where it went. I guess I closed the tab, didn't I? There, something like that.
What you're looking
Yes.
for?
And then I also one second. That one.
That one is a mod hub.
Is it?
Oh no, for 19. Darn.
No, it's 19. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
yeah. Try something like this too.
I have that.
No,
Look at the name.
trailed.
Of it.
This is a trailed combine. This gets towed behind.
They're all for 19.
So there's a bunch of 19 ones. See if you can find something like that for 22. Can be expensive to replace most. Oh, replacing the motor in the door. Yes, I tried it and it's like, oh, nope, that's tight. Don't force it because you'll burn it out. It's like loosen it up. Get the ice to crack on it, and then, because if you're going to try forcing it, you're going to burn out the motor, a little electric motor moving the windshield, or not the the side window up and down.
Yeah, I found somebody here who has found them, posted them to the Google Drive, so I can download them to the USB and see if they work with there.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Because in that case, we can get any animals we want. I prefer my mechanic when they work on my car to not do a quick job. I'd rather just be done right. I'll pay for it to be done right. I'm not going to complain if it's going to cost a little more.
We are definitely not a quick job shop. Boy, are we not a quick job shop.
It's going to be... Is it going to be more expensive because you guys are taking your time on the equipment, or...
I mean, the whole thing is a job done right tends to be cheaper than a job not done right. So I'd say it's not more expensive, although in some cases we are going to charge you more because we are going to take more time doing
the amount
thing.
of time worked on it, yeah.
But the big thing is if a shop that's all about getting stuff done quick messes something up, okay. To put it to you this way.
Liability.
Well, so I did got a car. It had a code for the variable valve timing was not working. Basically, it was a code for it. It was stuck in a position. So we basically went, okay, well, let's take out these solenoids, clean them. We're looking for what we can do, and there was nothing obviously wrong. So we ended up just taking the valve cover off, taking a look, and it's like, no, nothing's here broken. Because there's all sorts of issues with like gears breaking and stuff inside. And we took a look and I'm like, no, everything looks fine. And then sitting there, I'm like, well, why else wouldn't it be working? And I'm like, well, oil pressure. It works off of oil pressure. What if it's just not getting enough oil pressure? So I start looking at the oil pressure readings. Oil pressure readings are too low. And then I started going, well, why is oil pressure readings low, but not low enough to cause low oil pressure codes? Well, the place that did the last oil change took out the center of the oil filter, like the tube that the oil filter actually mounts on.
Okay, yeah.
So the seal that makes the oil filter actually have to filter the oil, well, it's gone. Oil can just bypass the filter. So you're not getting the resistance the car wants in the oil filter.
So why did they
means
remove
oil
the
pressure
seal?
drops.
They just forgot to put it back in, or?
That, I think when they basically took the filter out, it came out with it. When they put the new filter on, they didn't
Realize
go, hey,
that.
this looks different. This the old filter fit on here very nice and securely. The new one doesn't. So I don't know. I don't know what went
Basically,
wrong at their end.
a rush, not necessarily malicious, but a rush job. You skip over things like, hey, these two filters don't look the same. What's going on here?
So, but now the real difference between do you have a scummy shop or a not scummy shop is in the what happens next.
Yes.
We now have to tell the customer that, hey, this 3 hours? Yeah, okay, 3 hours of diagnosis we did just simply comes down to is the people who did your last oil change messed up with the oil filter.
Yeah.
But that's gonna that's gonna cost you like $500
to just tell you, hey, the last place screwed up on your oil filter.
Yeah. So that's a $500 bill, and then also we did oil flushes to get the oil out. So honestly, the bill is probably more. I didn't actually look at the bill, but the bill is probably actually more than $500 by the time it's all done and set. And the problem simply comes down to is, the oil change. So we tell the customer exactly that. We tell them exactly why we went through the process we went through, and what the problem actually was, and we are just honest with them.
Yeah. Just go. It took this long because we went through all these steps over here.
Yep.
And we figured out it was this simple solution, but we wouldn't have known without going through all these steps.
Yeah. I've worked for shops where the thing that would happen is you'd go, oh crap. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to, because we were looking at being like, well, maybe the valve gear that adjusts is stuck inside. But before we went down that, I'm like, it's hard to condemn that without knowing for sure. We can't just watch it activate. So I've worked for shops before where what the service advisor would choose to do is go, well, we're going to tell the customer that we had to replace this gear unit because it was broken, and then we found what broke it was the oil filter.
Oh.
So you bill them for additional work you didn't even do, just to sell the story of why you're charging them what you're charging
because
them.
The story sounds better.
The story sounds better.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing. That's why people don't trust shops. There are a lot of shops where, and the entire thing is, it's easier to be in that position of just go, nope, just charge them more. Why? Because people will believe you.
People will believe that story
People will go,
better,
yep, this was broken, and they'll go back to the place, and you're basically off the hook.
The truth and giving them a lower bill is harder to sell than the higher bill and a lie.
Yep, 100%. Because now they said to me, like, why didn't you catch that earlier? And it's like, well, we went through the logical process, and unfortunately, what someone else messed up is often the hardest thing to diagnose.
Yeah. So in that case, you don't know if the customer went back to the original place and got their money back? I would go to the oil change place and go, hey, it just cost me $500 because you guys screwed up.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that the customer is going back to the original oil change place. My boss actually did the original oil change place, the courtesy of giving them a call and letting them know of the situation before the customer is going to head their way.
Oh, okay. So that way they know this is what's happening and the customer's not bullshitting them. This is what actually happened. You're a reputable shop, so the person you called should go, oh shoot, okay, we screwed up. Should.
Yeah. Yep. But that is one of the things I like about my current job. Is we would rather do things the right way, even when that's not the easy way.
Okay, test. So test that out with our tractors with the through time mod on. Yeah. Jess is testing. Jess is testing. Electricity is right now is that like for a megawatt or something like that? $114 a megawatt. Is that really high for you guys right now because of the demand of the cold weather, people running extra baseboard heaters and space heaters?
Yeah, I'd guess everyone's running extra heaters right now.
Yeah, so you know what the oil place change is, the place that screwed up the oil change, you know that place. Do you think it's the type of place that will pay?
I suspect so.
Yeah.
I think they will.
It's nice when you have shops that will actually go, yeah, we screwed up. This sucks for us, but we will pay for our screw up.
Yeah. Now I don't know if they will cover all of the customer's bill or if they'll try to be like, well, the other shop did, basically our shop did more than, like, they should have caught it earlier, so we'll pay this amount or we'll give you this amount for free stuff. I don't know how exactly they'll deal with it. But I do think that they will try to keep the customer happy.
Just go to John Deere.
And mind you, realistically, I think for the amount of what the bill is going to be, I think if I was in their shoes, I would just go, yep. You paid the bill, okay. We will. I would just flat out reimburse the customer.
Yeah, it's not in there.
I think that would just be the.
Just
I would rather go. Yep.
Mod folder.
We messed up. Own it.
How's it going, Milo? Now that customer probably wouldn't even have known to go to the oil place because that was not an error message they were getting.
No, that's the whole thing. Is that the error message they were getting was for the variable valve timing not working.
Because if they had gone, oh, there's an oil warning. I just had an oil change done. Go back to the oil place. Resolved.
Yep. And also the whole thing is it didn't, because of the fact that, like, it's not like the oil pressure drops off substantially. It's just enough so that like, it takes some time for things to start behaving incorrectly.
Yeah, Kiram, I saw that too. That basically with all these electric cars on the grid, if you need emergency electricity, BC Hydro will pull electricity out of your electric car. Basically, BC Hydro is going to go, I'm going to use your car to store electricity for an emergency to pull it out of the car. If it only gets used during emergencies, I'd be okay with it. But if they pull, basically if they go charge your car overnight, this customer's not going to drive that car until this time of day. Let's pull the electricity out of that car and then recharge it before they get up in the morning. And on a regular basis, that would really damage that battery if they kept doing that. But in an emergency, I'd be okay with that. I feel that BC Hydro should then give you a decent discount. What's an emergency, right? Yeah, an emergency needs to be a snap cold that nobody was expecting, right?
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a snap cold that no one's expecting. The entire thing comes down to is if you have a cold coming in where it's going to massively ramp up, you may just literally not be able to produce or store the power to do it.
Yeah.
So everywhere where power can be stored, yep, that's a situation where it will be nice to have that to fall back on.
Mile Girl, I tried to take the credit, but Jess wouldn't let me. And yes, what substitutes as an emergency could be translated very differently depending on how liberal or conservative you're reading that new law.
Yeah.
Yeah, the BC Hydro pulls all your electricity out of your car and you can't go to work. Does BC Hydro pay for your loss of work, day of work? And I would say they should.
Yeah.
Not only that, they should also pay for the wear and tear on your battery. Due to doing that, that's an extra charge that should be worth a couple of bucks. Not a lot of bucks, but a couple of bucks. If that way there's a penalty for doing it so they don't do it often. The penalty has to be steep enough that they don't want to do it. But they will do it in emergency.
Yeah.
But just like computers and video games and movies, any computer program, do you actually own them or are you just renting them? In the future with all these smart cars, do you actually own that smart car or are you just paying for the use of that smart car? Do you actually own your cell phone or are you paying for the use of that cell phone? It's all part of that right to repair right now, right? Where's that line? And with smart cars coming up more and more, that's going to be a fight that's going to have to be fought too. Like when I buy a movie from Netflix, do I actually own it? If Netflix decides to turn it off or Disney Plus decides to turn that movie off, I bought it, I paid for it. But do they have the right to just say, I don't have access to that anymore because we're not going to store that in our database, or that movie has been cancelled and we're deleting it from our inventory?
Well, and we basically take that risk every time we buy a game off Steam.
Yes, Steam could just go, hey, that game no longer exists. What they should do is completely reimburse us for that, but would they?
No.
Yeah.
No, they would not. I mean, it'd be different. If a game just came out, then probably yes. But
And
a game that's an outfall? No.
even getting a full reimbursement would not be enough for some people. It's go, I play that game all the time, and what do you mean I can't play it anymore? I paid for it. It's my game.
Yeah.
Where's, like, that's... I'm in the opinion that if I bought and paid for it, I should have legal right to do with what I want.
Yep.
I can cheat the heck out of that game if I'm playing it at home with myself. No problem with cheating. Let me mod cheat that game. I bought and paid for that. If I'm in a competition, obviously no. But if I own it, I own it.
Yep.
But the description of ownership is changing rapidly. Just like nobody owns their house anymore. Everybody just rents. That's becoming more and more a norm, right? And honestly, not the world I want to live in. But do we really have a choice? So modern democracies have these issues. Or very, very developed democracies have some serious growing pains. Basically, we're at the point of...
I mean, this is one of the downsides of capitalist economies.
Yep. You get to the point where it's going to either break or has to evolve.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you? So, in the East Coast, apparently, it is very common for companies to, rather than sell you a water heater, they rent you a water heater.
Oh, no way.
How long do water heaters last?
Forever?
Between like lowest, like I don't think I've ever seen a water heater break in less than
20
8 years. So like 10 to 20 years is pretty common.
Yeah.
And they rent it for enough. Like there was one guy's like, so I bought a house, and basically the water heater in here, I'm going to replace it in the summer. But the person was paying $50 a month for a water heater. It's a $300 water heater.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yes.
They're like,
why?
by the time that summer hits and I'm willing to do the water heater, I will have paid the cost of the water heater already.
Unbelievable.
So over the years that this person's owned it, they paid the water heater like probably a dozen times.
Yeah. Yep. I see why the market's going that way, because capitalism, you can get rich off of stuff like that.
Yeah. That's like
Milo Girl has it. So much mini greed.
Yeah. If you can get away with just like basically if no one stops you on your greed, then yeah.
Yeah, Jess and I went and bought our own ice skates. It's like, we only have to go skating so many times and it's paid for the ice skates.
Yeah.
That's not greed though. That's a fair price. They're renting at a fair price, I think.
Yeah.
And even
well,
at
the whole thing is
even at a fair price, it's better to go buy.
Yeah, like if you're only going to skate once or twice,
yeah,
go ahead, rent.
Just rent.
The same way I rented skis before I went, I'm going to ski enough to warrant buying skis.
Yeah. Renting has its place for doing something a couple of times now and then. You know, rent a kayak to go kayaking once a year. Okay, you want right there where your mouse is. Yep. Take that tractor. Who cares about the rest? Just if that works, then the rest will work. And you have the through the time mod on. Awesome. The problem is that it just compounds the problem. We're making problems bigger. Yeah, I think our Canadian and US government have gotten too big. I would be a fan of smaller government.
Well, what we really need is I don't even care what size our government is anymore. We need a government that can't be bought with lobbying.
Yes, yeah.
Lobbying needs to be illegal.
Because the greedy corporations control the government thanks to lobbying. And it doesn't matter which side you vote for. It's both sides are equal crookedness, I think.
I wouldn't necessarily say equal crookedness, but both sides are corrupt.
Incredibly corrupt. Yep. So
it just sometimes some of the individuals are so much worse than others, and then when their side stands behind them, you see them be like, oh, so that side's entirely just worthless. Neat.
I've said it for a while now. The U.S. shouldn't have 50 states. They say they're united, but they're not united. They don't help each other. Get them all smaller.
Make every state a separate country?
Or clusters, or like 10 or something, right? It probably
smaller government, smaller countries would do better. Yeah, maybe. Same with Canada. Maybe splitting Canada in half.
The EU does.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot smaller. They're not united anymore. Oh, there's like 800 mods.
Yeah, so this is definitely joinable, but huge mods list. So unlikely joinable, but yes, definitely joinable. We are running with 1 or 2 mods that are not on Mod Hub. We would have to make those available. So I do have this open. Anybody can join this. Password is lowercase, 3 letters long. Ask. ASK. All the info is down in the description below, except for some of the mods. But it's a huge list. The through time mods. It's pretty extensive. So I do invite anyone to join if they want to, if they're willing to put in the work.
Well, they do show up here.
Okay, perfect.
If I have it set up properly.
Alright, buy both of them.
And the tractor, right?
Yeah, buy that tractor. Just
like
standard,
that?
yeah. You can just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just standard. It should be okay.
And then this harvester had 2 pieces to it, right? We need both or just the one?
Don't see... Oh, you need the cutter? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so buy both of those. Jess is testing.
Okay.
And see if I can pull those through a field. Harvesting. The small one should be no problem, but will the bigger one work? And will it look ridiculous?
I do have a field that I own. This is gonna look ridiculous. Look how small this tractor is.
Yeah, see if it can pull that red one through a field. What? I'm just looking. No, you're fine. Do what you're doing. Oh, okay. Okay. So I take it Caesar was not into the mods because I haven't heard a response back. Interesting little icon, just a little, like a stock exchange arrow in black and white.
Yeah, just a little white arrow and black background.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting such bad lag. Must be mods that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the through time mod that probably creates the lag. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna...
It's extremely slow. But you'll make it. That's the pipe there. You want me to test the other one still?
Yeah, just park that one and test the other one. Well,
Yeah, just while I'm at it. I'm not reliving the game to do it again.
the thing is that
What
it's a
did
bit
you
of a
do?
modern combine.
Hmm?
That one is a bit of a modern combine, so we might go with the other one at first and then add that one later.
No distracted plowing.
I'm distracted plowing? No distracted plowing. No screen looking while plowing. I'm still distracted. You see me just wandering all over the place.
I don't think the distractor can connect to. I
No,
don't
no,
know
you
how
want to back onto the other blue one and then park beside this one to pick it up.
Oh dear. Okay.
So the cutter's on the wrong side of that harvester. So you want the harvester on the other side.
Does it connect?
Oh, it needs a 3-point hitch. You have to put a different attacher to that tractor. I didn't realize that. So let's go back to the store and add a different attacher. You want the 3-point hitch on the back.
Even by myself in this game, there's some kind of mod issue you have here.
So there you go, 3-point linkage. Yep, then it'll work. Because apparently that harvester has a drawbar. That goes in the 3-point hitch on the bottom.
I got distracted. I saw a collectible. Like, nope, I don't need to collect one of this.
So you're testing.
Yeah, but there's
don't.
collectibles right there.
Just, yeah, you can back up or whatever. You see the two on the right hand side of that harvester, the belt, the gray belt, that has to line up with the gray belt on the cutter. So
I'll turn traffic off. I don't think that's the problem.
try what? There should be an attach point there. Not sure why there isn't. Maybe unfold, I don't know.
Give me a moment, please.
I'm trying to help.
I know.
You're a little spicy
Don't-
there.
Don't say it. You learned yesterday, didn't you?
No, I did not learn. Alright, so unfolding worked?
No.
Oh, okay. Just had to be in just the right place. She's being very difficult. Troublemaker.
stuck on the sidewalk.
I like it. It would be fitting for this era of tractors.
So it was spinning your straw to the left.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very different piece of equipment that we've never run before.
It is bulky. It looks huge for the tractor.
Yes, distracted plowing again. I hate where it pours its shaft because it's going to be off the field
Yep.
and we're not going to be able to collect it.
And there's no way to change it, I don't think.
No.
Like, not even disable it. You can't even disable.
Okay, okay. Let's do it. I'm going to copy that over. Plug in the flash drive. For some reason it didn't come up. Oh, right, never mind. It's right there. Alright. We'll drop that in, we'll save and quit, and then have what we need. Where the class right there. Okay, it's a class combine. Copy that in there. I'm assuming it just went in there. Okay. Let's save the game. Hey Milo Girl, you typed it by pressing keys on the keyboard? Save game. Quit game. Yes. All the way out. All right. There we go.
That's pretty cool. Look like Kelowna.
What is that? It looks like a tornado.
Doesn't it? It's called a steam devil.
A steam devil. So it is like a tornado. Just not the force of a tornado. So it's like a dust devil, but a steam devil.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, the whole thing is we basically get those because like in the summer you will sometimes see like water spray up where it's like, oh, there's basically like a dust devil out there
Over the water.
on the lake, but they're pretty weak and they can't do much. They can basically whip up a little bit of spray and that's it. When you've got steam, you can really see all of it.
There it is.
I think it's kind of annoying I can't click on my own links anymore.
Get the server back up.
Why did it not go? That's weird that I want to go to there. Why doesn't it go there?
I control click on.
But for me, it's not a link at all.
Yep, the fog Steam Devil loaded for me.
Can I even copy and paste the link?
I control clicked on the link and it worked.
I copy and paste the link, and it brings me to Google. It doesn't even bring me to the link.
Worked here. It worked here.
Yeah, I think I'll try that out, Milo, but I'm not gonna do it for every link. See, now it's a link.
There we go. Okay, we can now seed. That's not the button I wanted. We can buy this harvester. It stores its grain back here. That's awesome. And then we need the cutter. What category? Oh, maybe it's under trailers. Headers.
I don't know, I went to the mod thing down there and bought it that way.
There we go. That's the cutter for it. Let's go get it. Yeah, I'll just go to the road here.
Generally, if I would just move this up a little bit, but that's just me.
Sure. Move the whole thing up. So
Yeah,
that
so this
Children's
is-
Miracle Network comes up a little high, Extra Life comes up higher, and chat comes up a little higher.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
really like it though.
that would be a good improvement. All right, let's go check out our new combine. Cool. That makes me happier. So we can actually harvest grains and stuff.
Have you driven past our billboards lately?
Just barely did, but not lately. Why?
I wanted to show off our billboards again.
Oh. Well, we'll drive by them and see everybody that's donated. If you guys haven't donated yet and want your name on a sign in-game, we're going to be driving by it. Get your name on that list before I drive by. Right now we've raised $120. For the Children's Miracle Network. Goal is to get to 2,000. So I don't know what percentage 120 is. But it's a good stepping stone.
I want a Reese's cup too, but it doesn't mean I should have one.
Reese's cup?
Yep.
What I want is some food. What are we doing for food? Going for a drive across the street? Only drive because we have to go get the big rig. Fill water. Is my chat broken? Well, while we wait for this to synchronize, I
How
might
about
as
you?
well throw another
Okay.
testimonial up.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. I like Chef Boyardee. I eat it like every day. I eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. It's like spaghetti and meatballs, but it's really good. It's from a can, and it's called Chef Boyardee. I eat it at school. I eat it at home. I eat it whenever it's dinner time. And I make my own can by myself because I know how to make it. I have 2 dogs and 1 cat. My French bulldog's name is Zoe. I'm not a cat person. I have a therapist.
Yeah, if you guys want to help out Children's Miracle Network, just click the link. Oh, there's no link on the top. Wow, we have to repair that, don't we? I'll get Jess to do that when she comes back. There's a link, the top link in the description. That'll work as well. So we gotta hook this together with the cutter. I wonder if there's a way of transporting the cutter separately. Do you want to share a link to our fundraiser and pin it? You can't pin. Okay. I will pin it. There we go. Thanks.
It was, the first comment. Almost like I saw into the future or something.
So how did you connect to this thing?
I don't know, just drive around. That's an option.
Oh, there we go. The machine's not too big for this tractor. It's just a wide machine. The way it's designed, it's a very wide machine. Hence why the header probably detaches. You have to probably put it on a trailer and transport it that way.
Have you seen some of the old equipment though, like with the original tractors that would have been hauling it? It's like this really big machine that gets like just pulled out to the field for like tractoring or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, that just looks so weird. It's
This looks like it's a threshing machine, sideways built onto an axle with a cutter attached to it. Which it essentially probably is, right? Because they had the big threshing machines without cutters and you had to throw the wheat in there by hand. You would go around, drive around the field and gather the wheat up by hand and then throw it into the threshing machine out on the field. Yeah, the equipment is like huge. The threshing machines are huge. And I think the threshing machines were often towed by horse as well, but powered by tractors.
I think you're correct because I've definitely seen threshing machines where the engine to power the threshing machine is built into it, and it's like the hookup. I'm like, that looks like that's designed to be hauled by horses. I haven't seen it done, but it looks like that's what it's supposed to be.
There's your Extra Life billboard on this side. And then we got the team billboard on that side. Probably not scannable at that distance.
I have a question.
You have questions?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the what?
So this only plants potatoes.
Yes, you gotta switch to a.
So I can fill the bag up Or no, I shouldn't fill the bag up. Is that potato bag or just a seed bag?
It's just a seed bag.
Okay, so
So-
don't fill it. So we can fill the other one with.
Can this even go through the gate? I think so. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's just park it in front of the barn for now. We eventually have to clean this yard up and put some nice storages on here. We'll store our stuff inside. But right now all the old barns and stuff are not in condition to be used as storage.
I don't know where this goes.
Beside all the other planters.
Yep, sure.
That green planter with the 2 barrels on top, you want that for beets. The one you're almost backing into,
Yep.
you want that for beets.
Well, even though you can do green, you still want to do beets.
Oh yeah. Yeah? Yes. 1 field potatoes, 1 field beets, the rest will be grain and grass. I think the one I'm planting or doing right now will be grass, and then the one on the last one that we plow will be wheat or something like that. Straw harvest? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sold on it yet. So Fearsome Rhino 2 and Kiram Gaming have donated to Extra Life so far.
I'll have to look up more about it, Karen. I'm assuming they probably announced more about it.
So essentially, I'm not excited about straw yet. That's another reason I really hope, I'm probably wrong, but I hope that FS25 doesn't happen and it's FS26. Because even now, looking for mods, it's easy to find mods for FS19. It's hard to still find all the mods you want for FS22 after all these years still. I would rather have a well-developed, I'd rather pay for DLCs than producing a new game. Let's keep working on FS22 a little longer.
Well, the great thing about making more DLC is you can basically give really good sales on the initial game. You're basically selling people a demo with the initial game.
Yeah.
And then you can sell them hundreds of dollars of DLC over a few years, rather than people going, yeah, I could buy this game, but there'll be a new one out in 2 years, so do I want to bother?
So many people stayed on FS19 because FS22 was almost exactly the same game.
Yeah. And like that's the thing of, I had every DLC for Crusader Kings 2. Except for like a couple of minor ones. Do you not have them buy yet? Crusader Kings 3.
Yeah.
And it's a better game. Like, they did a lot. I absolutely am going to buy it, and it's going to be good. The big reason I haven't bought it is not because I don't think it's worth it. It's I haven't bought it because, boy, is that game going to take a lot of time. It's a game where you can basically play thousands, like 1,000 years of history in like excruciating personal detail. like finding out that your daughter is a bear somehow. The world does have some crazy... Yeah, I had a weird event where it turned out that my daughter was actually a bear and not my daughter.
Interesting.
Yep. My character may or may not have been insane at the time. But Crusader Kings do like the sort of just stories that come out of Crusader Kings 2 just from like emergent gameplay is pretty fantastic. That is like I like the idea of grand strategy games, but I could never really get to playing them for as long as I would like. Because it all just basically comes down to is if you play it too easy, you just stomp everything and there's no challenge. You just paint the world your color and you're done. If you make it too hard, you're doing fine. One little thing goes wrong and everything crumbles and you're out of the game basically. It's always either you are doing things perfectly and you're winning, or you messed something up and now there's no way to recover. That's how a lot of grand strategy games kind of play.
Yeah.
Crusader Kings 2 was like, all right, so you did everything right. Congratulations. Your empire grew so much over your lifespan, but then you died and your idiot son, or your idiot sons are now going to fight about who owns, like who should inherit, and your entire empire fractures. So there's no way to like stay on top. It's like, oh yeah, you're on top. All your neighbors go, you know what? We don't like that guy. That guy's too big. But if you're small, then they sit there and go, yeah, you're not a threat. You're not a thing we're worried about. We're going to bully you from time to time, but we're not going to just erase you off the face of the planet. So there's a lot more. The goal of the game isn't just to paint the world your color. It is sort of, you'll have a bunch of ups and downs along the way. So the game sort of corrects for things went poorly. Yeah, that's not a game over. That's just, you're going to be in a weird struggle for a while. I really like that, where the gameplay has the tendency to fluctuate a lot. I've never had a game of Crusader Kings 2 where I was doing well for the entire game, or I was doing poorly for the entire game.
So very realistic that way, where it fluctuates up and down, good times, bad times. So yeah, Kieran, I agree with you. Farming Sim has done that in the past, where they've... the new version comes with all the old DLCs. But what's the point of having a new game if why not just release more DLCs? I would, unless there's a huge change they can make to make the game graphically better without straining computers more, because this game is my computer can't handle more than this game. I need a new computer if the new game will require more power.
Is Farming Sim an Unreal game? Do you know if it's made in Unreal Engine or not?
No, they have their own engine.
It's yeah, because it is. Is it called Giant's Engine?
Yep.
Okay.
Giant's own engine. Yeah,
so the studios that have their own engines tend to not overhaul their engines a lot because that takes a lot of money. So it'd be hard to make the game better without cost, because that's where Unreal Engine 5 was 100% worth for. Like, companies are building Unreal 4 games. It was worth the transition to Unreal 5 because you can have a better looking game that is more optimized.
Yeah, the last huge upgrade to Giants was loading. They no longer load stuff behind barns, behind stuff. If you don't see it on your screen, the computer's not loading it.
Yeah, which is a huge optimization thing. Now, was that a thing that FS 2019 did, or is that new to
No,
FS22?
that was a FS22 move.
Yeah.
We want the game to be better. So...
A lot of that was because they had to make it more friendly to console.
Yep. They wanted the bigger game for consoles, so that's where a big innovation came due to consoles.
And that is one thing where people will harp on consoles all the time, me sometimes included. But the one great thing about consoles is that because they are set as a standard. As long as your computer is better than that console, you know that almost every game will run for you. Because there's a very strong motivation for people to make games to run for that console.
Yeah.
So until your computer is worse than the current generation of console, yeah, you don't have to upgrade yet. Yeah, I remember I had a friend where he's like, man, I'm really excited about this generation of console. And I'm like, I did not think you played console. I thought you were very much a PC guy. And he's like, I am. I'm like, why are you excited about current generation consoles? He's like, they have done so little from last generation that I don't have to upgrade my computer probably for like another 5 years.
Yep. It's like the new generation of console did not really challenge. There's not going to be really, really high-end new games coming out.
Yeah, basically the upgrade is less than what my computer is ahead of the game. So no upgrades for me, and it's like, all right, that's fair.
That's why when Steam asks for a survey, I always say, yes, please survey my old computer. This is what you should build games for.
I too want Steam to survey my computer, because my computer kicks ass currently. Yes, you can make better games. You can make games that challenge computers.
Don't survey James's computer. Don't survey Kiram's computer. Only survey mine.
But as much as I say that, I mostly don't mean it, because I want more games that run on potatoes, because that means that we have more options for multiplayer.
Yep.
Because the more exclusive a game is, the more likely you're going to have friends that can't play it. Speaking of which, I should at some point send Shep a parts recommendation list.
Yeah, that is the downside of farming sim, is having to have the DLCs. They can't just borrow them.
Yeah, I think Farming Sim would benefit from saying as long as the host has the mods, other people can play.
So that is definitely one of the cool things about Crusader Kings, is they do exactly that. As long whatever DLC the host is playing with, that's what the DLC for the game is. It doesn't matter what DLCs you have. And I think that's nothing but a win. But it's also the sort of game, if you're playing with friends, you're probably not just playing it with just friends. So that will motivate you to go get the DLC yourself. Like, if Farming Sim did that, I would never buy their DLC. I would only join you and play.
Except you might not. You go, well, that was awesome DLC that the host played with. I'm going to have to go buy that DLC.
Except for I'll never play Farming Sim alone.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem for me. But that is very much I am a minority. Like, Farming Sim doesn't get DLC out of me just to begin with. So I am probably not a good basis for changes to their the way they run business.
But I think we're going to call it a day here. We've done a lot of plowing. Well,
I thought you were going to do another stream tonight.
I am going to do another stream tonight on... Jess says I can't do farming. I want to do this on the other channel, but Jess says no.
No, it's got to be
American Truck Sim.
So I mean, it could also be European Truck Sim.
It probably won't be a super long. Probably won't be a super long stream, but yep, we'll do a stream tonight on my main channel. Not this channel.
Obviously, you just need to get better at texting and driving.
Yeah.
That's what you should do, is just get the chat stream on your phone and pretend like it's real life.
Just hold the phone in front of me, the screen, while driving.
Yeah. That's what you need to do, is do an overlay so that the chat that pops up on the side of the screen, do an overlay behind that looks like a phone.
That'd be awesome. I love that idea.
Good idea, yeah.
You could do that. That wouldn't be super hard to do.
Nope.
That would not be super hard to do. I like the idea. Won't have time to do it this time, but yeah. Try to remember that. Have a generic smartphone with chat coming up.
The blue sky's coming back.
Yeah, it means it's gonna get cold again. It's beautiful, the blue sky and the white mountains. Absolutely beautiful outside, but it's cold. Definitely colder than I like it. Yeah, Michael, freezing rain can really get you guys in trouble. You guys are in that perfect temperature where freezing rain likes to hang out.
It becomes very
Except,
dangerous.
once again, freezing. Kieran's talk. Who's talking? No, Michael brought up freezing rain. When we lived in Ontario, I remember freezing rain. But we don't get a lot of freezing rain here. It's just not really a thing.
Well, and like, so the whole thing is like, snow weighs a lot more than people think it does, especially when it starts to build up on something.
Yeah.
But freezing rain does that without the big layers. Yeah, freezing rain has, like, as Kieran was saying, it adds a lot of heavy weight to surfaces.
It is heavy. Yeah, like my trailer right now, I'm overweight because there's so much ice built up underneath the trailer that it's like, I'm actually technically illegal, but also the scales take that into consideration and don't ticket you for being a little bit overweight because of all the ice buildup. I have, I don't know if this time, but I've had over 2,000 pounds of ice on the trailer. Because I weighed myself empty. It's like, whoa, the trailer's like 2,000 pounds heavier than normal. Yeah, so we're going to end it here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for considering donating to Extra Life. We've got lots of room to fill up more of these signs around the whole map.
I think Kieran has a stream in an hour.
Kiram, yeah, likely has a stream in an hour. Yeah, flat roofs. Flat roofs are so bad in heavy snow. But for now, we are out of here. You guys absolutely rock. Huh. Do I just leave it like that, the Extra Life? I think that works, right? Having the credits over top of that? Sure. That'll work. We'll consider that good. Anyway, we're out of here. You guys rock. Again.
Adios.
Oh, there it is.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.